Welcome to House of Our Man Sunday Conversations. I'm your host, Lo Fly. Today we'll want to really talk about here today is unity within the Black community and within the African diaspora. We have many watchers or many viewers of our show because I personally have friends that are of many different faiths. I'm friends with Black atheists. I'm friends with Black Christians. I'm friends with Black Muslims. I'm friends with Black Comedics. I'm friends with those that identify themselves as Black Israelites. And to each and every one of those brothers and sisters, I would say today that, beloved brother and sister, I wish above all things that you might prosper and be in health as our collective souls prosper. It is truly our belief that as we begin to become a collective spiritual unit, we're able to set aside the differences and come together in the most important commonality, our Blackness, our shared heritage, our shared ancestry from Africa. We need to come together. The oldest church in Africa is located in Ethiopia. It was built around 400 ACE. That's over 1,000 years before chattel slavery began in the Americas. One of the richest men to ever walk the earth was an African king who ruled over the Mali Empire. His name was Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa traveled extensively and was exposed to Islam. He fell in love with Islam and sought to spread Islam throughout Africa. Throughout his travels, he came in contact with people outside of Africa, and being a very generous person that he was, he began to share in his riches and in his wealth with the people that he came into contact with. Many folks, they saw his richness and his generosity and then sought to invade Africa and to take the riches that Africa held. For hundreds of years now, Africa has been the victim of plundering, raping, killing, stripping of all of its resources by those greedy folks that where they come from, there is not abundance. So they went to attack and to take what Africa has, its resources, including its human resources. So I said that point only to say that here at House of a Man, we're about truth. And we want to stop the attack on our brothers and sisters saying that, their beliefs are solely because of their slavery. That's not true. Their beliefs oftentimes come from African beliefs. If you go into most Black holiness churches where they dance and they shout, you don't see those things being done in white churches where they convulse and shake. You don't see those things being done in white churches. But what that is a combination of voodoo practiced in Africa that was brought in and combined with Christianity. Throughout the Americas, many of the Latin portions or the Spanish-speaking portions of the Americas, the practice of Santa Maria is practiced quite often. And again, Santa Maria is a combination of African voodoo and Christianity. Before you start to wag your finger and be too judgmental about the combination or the combining of these beliefs, especially for my Christian brothers and sisters, you need to go back and look into Revelations and read Revelations, where Jesus judges 7 churches. And all those different churches, they practice different things and they mix different beliefs together. But the one commonality is within each of those churches, he found people that were dedicated, loyal, and true to what they believe. No matter what combination of beliefs that was, as long as they were faithful and true to the belief that they professed, they were found worthy. At the end of judging these 7 churches and finding within all these 7 churches, despite the mixture of various beliefs, there were some that were found worthy. And he ended the judgment by saying, "These things says the Amen." These things say the Amen, the true and faithful witness, the beginning of the creation of God.
All right, brothers, we were able to observe you out here training the youth in the community. Can you give us a little bit of background about the program and how often you're training and how folks can get involved?
Absolutely. My name is Brother Salakia, and I run the block. Stands for Brothers Leading Our Community Kings. And this is my brother Lashadion.
Yeah, I'm Brother Lashadion. We run the MIC, which is Motivate, Inspire, Create. And basically, both our organizations, we mentor underprivileged youth, and we teach them African studies, African history, teach them what they're not learning in school.
We be in that kind of being that example without telling them to be an example. They just see what we do, and so they do what we see instead of doing what we say. You understand that? You know,
Absolutely.
a lot of mother tell a kid, "Don't touch that stove." He gonna go over there and touch it. But if he see her touch it and he see her reaction, she has just become the example for him. He don't want that reaction. So what we do with the martial arts training is, you know, every black man have to have discipline. We teach ours through martial arts. We give them something to focus on. Punches and kicks and all this exciting stuff is exciting to them. They don't even know they focusing because they focusing. They doing it without us telling them. So we give them this martial arts as a means of self-defense, of course, but also as discipline and self-discipline and self-example. Because each one of those kids gonna go home to their friends and learn what they teach their friends what we just taught them today. Our main thing, man, is just to empower the kids. You know, like my brother said, they don't have these things in school. They don't have Swahili in school. They don't have chess in school. They don't have African history in school. So we, as self-proclaimed leaders of the neighborhood, got to teach kids how to lead. We don't want any one of them to follow us, ever. We want them to follow our example. Take that example on back home and become leaders. Now, if you teach a leader how to lead, he's going to grow leaders. If you teach somebody how to follow, he's going to just grow followers. So that's our whole thing, you know, just to teach leaders.
Yeah, we focus on underprivileged youth. We got a lot of our children that's in poverty, surrounded by poverty. So all they know is poverty. And so we pick them up, and you say, how often do we do it? We do it every week because consistency is the key. We sacrifice every weekend to spend time with our community kids because that's our future. Those are the future leaders. Those are the ones that's going to protect and take care of us when we're too old to protect and take care of our own selves. And so we're giving back to the community every week. We're growing. We started off with 3 boys, and we're running 35, 40 boys and girls. And so it's a need in the community, and we saw the need, and we're feeling the need by being who we are. Strong black men in the community, vocal leaders. We do this in our free time. I wouldn't say spare time because this is our passion. We look forward to this every week. I'm running for city council. So we are changing the dynamics of our community by teaching kids about local government and teaching them how to manipulate life and maneuver through life as a black man and woman, because we know that the system is different for our people. And so if we can give them the GPS of life, you know, we don't say we know everything at all, but we know a little bit more than them. And if I can show them where the dead ends are, then they can find the green lights.
And this is the motivation for our organization. Well, just as you said, we don't know everything ourselves, so we invite other leaders, preferably black men, black business owners, black teachers, firemen, bank accountants, computer programmers, anybody that has a business, anybody that has a skill that is a black man. They could come donate about an hour of their, or woman, they could come donate an hour of their time to our organization to teach the kids their skill. And to further this, in the summer when the kids get out of school, we're slowly building up our apprenticeship program, where each one of these businesses will vow to take a couple of our kids under their wing to teach them their business as an apprenticeship, and the kids get paid. They have a summer job. They also learning the skill. They learn the skill trade, and this is the culmination of organizations coming together. Just like today, the Unity Newton Gun Club called together different organizations to come and learn what is our disaster preparation. And that's under Brother Babu Amawali. And to reach me, to get your child into the block, you can go to Mr. Randall, the number 6 at gmail.com. And I'm also on Facebook under the block. And also with my brother Shayda, he's in the McKinney area.
We can reach Motivate, Inspire, Create on Facebook at Motivate, Inspire, Create, Inc. On Instagram at Motivate, Inspire, Create, Inc. We're in McKinney. I'm running for city council, so you can Google us at any given time. My name is Lashadion Anthony Shimwell, and we are in the community every day. When you see these red hoodies, or you see these black hoodies, or these white shirts with the block on them, we are in your community every day doing community service, giving back to the community. And not community service because we're in trouble, but community service because it's our duty and obligation to give back to our community. So all power to the people. We love what we're doing. We love the feedback that we get from the community. Without the feedback, without the positive vibes that we give, we couldn't continue to do this. But week in and week out, we make a way, and the community makes a way for us to do these type of things.
And we are 501c3, so we are eligible to take donations. And we definitely need the support of the community in order to keep the community power that we're giving back going. So, and by support, I mean just spread our name around, let organizations know that we are combining all our organizations to form one big black fist. You know what I mean? So that's every organization, and we do not follow a religion. You don't have to come in here. It's not religious. It's all spiritual. By spiritual, I mean you reach inside what's in you and let that light grow. That's what it is. Whatever you want to call that light is up to you. We're not giving it a name. Just know that it's inside you. So that's what we're giving to these kids.
This our brother Babu. He the one that put all of this together. Go on there and get you some.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man? I'm gonna be humble today, man. It ain't about me, man. It's about the community coming out and supporting this. I appreciate these brothers, Brother Eric, Brother Shady, everybody come out, Little Eric, Brother Malik, everybody that came out and supported this, man. This is very important. So we got to do more of this. Wish we'd have had a bigger turnout. We got about 30 people. 100 would have even been better, man, because that's how important this is. But we're going to keep doing it, maybe hopefully twice a year. And if people in other cities want us to come to their city and do the same thing, we'll put the show on the road, man. We'll come see you because it's important for black people to organize themselves. Black Power.
Black Power. Brother, stay around, and we have the House of Our Man has that donation for you, brother.
Okay.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, let's
When I say black, you say power, black, power, black, power. When I say black, you say power, black, power, black.
Black love,
Black power,
black love,
black power,
black love,
black power,
black unity.
Black power,
What is black power?
black love, black unity, coming together to build our community.
Okay, hold on.
Hey man, it's all love. It's all love.
Sir.
Hey, my knee bad.
You need to change position.
Ain't no trademark on that. That's for us.
Okay, let's do it again. Black power.
Black power. Hey, sure, let's talk it out. Black love.
Black power,
Black love.
black power,
Black unity.
black power,
Black unity.
black power.
What is black power?